What's up, everyone? Starting Lightsman here with the Miami International Model Airport. So I've been really late on the requests, just because I moved into the new house. So most of you guys should know that by now. But yeah, if you haven't, I just moved into a place in upstate New York. So definitely exciting. Definitely just really excited to actually get in here and just to see what it's like. But yeah, I'm gonna be hopefully expanding the size of this airport. And some of you may think it's actually not that small, but for me at least, I think it's very small. So hopefully I will be able to expand this, because at the moment, with the amount of aircraft I've got and just trying to recreate Miami as best I can, it's not going to turn out that realistic, but in my opinion, this came out alright. And yeah, I think this is a request for Ricardo Ferracin and one other guy, I believe. So yeah, man, really sorry for the late request, but moving into a house is really stressful, so haven't had really any time to do it. But hopefully I can get some more updates out there and just finally get the rest of these requests in there, because if you guys think I've forgotten about you, no, I definitely have been just waiting to do this for a really long time now, and hopefully I can get all those requests out really soon. But anyways, we're going to be starting off with Terminal J. I think this is the J pier. I'm going to call it the pier. Anyways, the way this would work, because the space is really tight around here, the way this would work is that people would come in to the airport, like check in here, and then somehow you'd make your way to the other terminals from there. Check-in would be maybe some other places, but this would be the primary place. So yeah, anyways, we got the air counter, the A320. Just decided to include this since, yeah, it's a brand new model. My first air counter, that narrow body, so I'm really excited to have it, and it'll be doing the service to Toronto. It's an air counter, the Ruse A319 that normally operates the route though. Turkish Airlines 333 with a service to Istanbul, and the Swiss A340-300 with a non-stop service to Zurich. Moving on with the, this is where things kind of get confusing. I had to mix Delta and United together as well as Frontier. I think they're completely separate terminals. I'm not sure if Frontier and United are together. I forgot. I know Delta has, at the moment, I say Delta has its own terminal because I only have Delta aircraft that park at that terminal. So yeah, anyways, I've just done a combination of things here. So we got United, Delta, Frontier parking at these two terminals, which is also in a combination with these international carriers. So it's all like one kind of big terminal complex going on here, and then this is the only separated one. Anyways, we got a Delta 739. This aircraft is just about to push back for ATL, and a Delta 757-200 SkyTeam, which just came in from ATL. Up next, the United A320 with a service to Newark. Delta MD-88 with a service to, just trying to think real quick. Yeah, he'll be doing the service to Minneapolis. We got the Continental Retro United 739. He'll be doing a service to Houston, and the Frontier A319, which just arrived from O'Hare. So moving on with these internationals, very excited to what am I even saying? To include most of these. We have a Finnair A330-300. Don't really see this aircraft much. I'm really happy to have it in my collection, though. I do like the new livery on Finnair, so I think it's a really solid-looking aircraft. He'll be doing the service to Helsinki. And next, the Virgin 789, great model, doing a service to London Heathrow. Iberia A340-600. Sadly, they're using the A330-300, so yeah, just the only Iberia aircraft I have is the A346, so he'll be doing the service to Madrid. The Air Berlin A330-200, I know he's pretty close. The way that is, it's very close, and you got these aircraft taxiing in here, and then you got the BA, and that's pretty close there, but it's pretty much the best I could do, so I could fit in that Air Berlin, but he will be doing the service to Dusseldorf. This aircraft just pushed back the British A380. He'll be doing a service to London Heathrow as usual. We got a Delta 738 just arrived from, let's try to think here, came in from Detroit. And then the Qatar 777-300DR, he's just on one of the stands. You can see the way that this is shaped is that I've got space for two wide-body stands right here. So I just got Qatar on one of them. And yeah, he'll be parking to his gate later for a service to Doha. That's going to wrap up this half of the airport, so we're going to move on to this side, which is basically all of American Airlines. So I tried my best to get this up to par on the design of the Miami airport. Pretty much, they've got this they've got a straight terminal. They've got a place in the middle where they just have a bunch of aircraft just lined up, and then they've got this kind of what am I even talking about? They just have another terminal that kind of comes out like this. So this is where I've added all these aircraft in here, so it's actually pretty busy. And then this would be a lot longer in the real airport. But then I've kind of jumped to the gun here, and because I don't have the space, would say, in real life, they've got another terminal that goes out here, and then they have a separate terminal for the express / regional aircraft for American Eagle. So, it gets a little bit confusing, but yeah, the thing is I don't have a separate terminal or anything I can use to represent this, so pretty much the way this would work is that this is the center area of the terminal, and then you've got this part that comes out like this, and then this would be a separate terminal like that. And then we've got the American Eagle E-145s parking there, got one aircraft there, and then this is the center area. But anyways, we're going to be starting off over here. So first off, we've got the American A321, the US Airways livery, doing a service to CLT. American A321 with a service to Phoenix. Got an American Eagle E-170. He'll be doing a non-stop service to New Orleans. We have an American 738. He'll be doing a service to, just trying to think, Baltimore. Up next is 752. He'll be doing a service over to DFW. Another 738. He'll be doing a service to, DCA. We'll go with this is in the TWA retro livery, by the way. And then moving on, we got the 321 with Sharklets. He'll be doing a service over to LAX. Got a American 777-200ER in the One World livery. He'll be doing a service to Sao Paulo. You have three 737-800s just parked up along here. We'll go with the first one doing a service to, we'll go with St. Kitts. Next one doing a service to O'Hare. Next one doing a service to Panama City. And then our last one will be doing a service over to Chicago O'Hare. Or did I already mention O'Hare? If not, yeah, he'll be doing a service to Panama City. Up next with the E-145s is the fictional terminal that isn't actually there. So the E-145s, they'll be doing services to Pensacola. We have another one with a service to Key West. Another E-145 with a service to Tallahassee. So yeah, those are the services for those. And then just lining up on the runway here. As you can see, that's another thing. Obviously not too realistic. I only got one runway in the entire thing, so the actual Miami airport has 4, I think, so I'm really behind on that. But, you know, for an airport this size, I reckon you could probably do all the operations on one runway, but, you know, it would definitely be a bit busy at times. We have a United 739. He'll be doing a service over to, I'm trying to get that focus, he'll be doing a non-stop service to O'Hare. Got a American Eagle E-145. He'll be departing to Cleveland. American 737-800 doing an non-stop service to San Francisco. And we have a FedEx MD-11. He'll be doing a service over to Memphis. And then the TAP Portugal A330-200. This aircraft just arrived from Lisbon. It's really cool. I can include the TAP aircraft since I just, you know, you rarely ever see it in my model airports. But this is a really cool model by Hogan Wings, and just happy to include it. So that's going to wrap up the passenger operations. Now we're going to be moving on to something completely different, going on to the cargo. So there's definitely a decent amount of cargo aircraft just running around through Miami, definitely a bit of a cargo hub. So yeah, starting off with China Airlines cargo, they'll be doing a service to San Francisco with continuation to Anchorage. Got a Cathay Pacific 748 doing a non-stop service to Anchorage, and then continuing on to Taipei, or Hong Kong. Atlas Air 748. I just included this because I think Atlas Air does fly to Miami. I don't know the specifications of where exactly, but yeah, we're going to be having him at the terminal. He'll be doing a service to Cincinnati. UPS aircraft, we have an MD-11 744 763. 763 doing a service to Louisville, MD-11 doing a service to Louisville, 744 came in from Brussels. Over here we have a FedEx Schwartz 360. Don't really know the routes for these FedEx aircraft either, but you know, I know there is a decent presence of FedEx aircraft at Miami, so I just decided to include them. Yeah, the Schwartz 360. We'll just say he came in from, you know, Orlando. FedEx 752 will be doing a service to Memphis. MD-11 with service to Memphis. MD-11 with a service to Indianapolis. And over here we have a Lufthansa cargo 777F. We just have him there. We just have him here because generally, when you look at Miami, and I mean, obviously a bunch of like major airports. I mean, pretty much every airport, but especially the major ones, you'll notice that there's always a bunch of stands, just with a bunch of aircraft waiting for a gate or waiting for a stand, or like a separate stand where they're supposed to be. So this is just a kind of a waiting area for the Lufthansa cargo 777F. I don't believe Lufthansa cargo actually services Miami. I just wanted to include some kind of aircraft in there. But yeah. Lufthansa cargo 777F, he'll be doing a flight back to Frankfurt. He just came in from there, and that's just where he's parked for now. Inside the hangar, we have a United 757-300. Don't really have any other American aircraft to include since I'm using all of them in this update, so just going to include him in there for some a C check. That's going to be wrapping up the entire update, though. Thanks very much for watching. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, especially to the requesters. yeah, like I said, really going to try and get the rest of those requests out. Specifically, up next is the Dane County Regional Airport. Up next is going to be Boston. We've got Phoenix. So definitely some exciting updates coming through. And like I said, Phoenix, I mean, that's going to be another American hub. So there we go. But yeah, thanks very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave me some comments. And for now, I'm not going to take any requests. If you do end up actually making a request, I will obviously I'll go through the process of actually saying if it's good or not, but if I do say it's good, I definitely won't be able to get the actual update out for a while. So you're probably looking at about a week wait right now, and that's if everything goes on schedule from this point on. And when I say that, I'm basically going to be thinking about doing requests about once per day to 2 days, because I do have the solid amount of time right now during the summer, so I can just basically you know, come in here whenever I want and just build up any request airports and just do it, you know. I have plenty of time and just space to do that, so yeah, that's about it from me though. Thanks very much for watching. Follow me on Instagram for the latest, and go check out my collection video if you're interested in all the models that I have. But it's gonna wrap it up from here. See you guys in the next video. Subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you later.